Welcome. This is the launch of The Fundamentals. The Fundamentals is a culmination since 2005 of all the work that I've ever done to help people understand how wealth works, understand how the stock market works, understand how real estate works, understand how gold and silver works. I've decided to take all of my main three programs that has been taught for many years, that has clients all over the world to this day using the strategies because they are proven to work and outlast anything else out there. And these programs have been sold individually for $5,000 a piece. And I've decided to wrap them all up and give them away for free. Why have I decided to do that? Decided to do that because after 2020, I've realized we've entered a new paradigm. I understood that we have entered a world where if you want to create true wealth, and what I mean by true wealth is you want to increase the percentage of the overall money supply that you have, because that is the true enemy. The enemy is 12, 20, 30, 40 people in the world pressing a print button and printing your energy out of existence, because that's what money is. That is the enemy. If we want to truly create true wealth, what you need to do is increase the percentage of the money supply that you control. But how do you do that when just when you get there, they press print again? So even if you're doing the right thing, even if you're owning real estate, even if you're owning property, even if you're owning the stock market, even if you're owning gold, you're listening to all these pundits on the internet talk about, oh, you need to own this asset, that asset, etc., etc. You're doing all of those things and you still get poorer. We were told, and I was part of this as well, we were told that gold and silver are going to save the world. Gold and silver are going to save the world because when the market, when the government print money, gold and silver are going to go up and reprice it. It's not happened. If you've been owning physical gold and silver, you've been literally getting poorer, waiting for one day where it may turn around and they may reprice gold and silver. It's not happened. Everyone who told you to get into physical gold and silver has lied to you. Gold has been an impotent asset in this environment. Whereas if you were using the gold and silver for life strategy, which you're about to get for free, you would have been making 2% a month on the gold ownership that you had, and you would have had the cash flow from gold. Not only would you have had the gold, you would have had the cash flow from the gold. So look at real estate. Everyone told you buy, real estate in major cities because real estate's going to keep going up. Well, what's happened? If you own real estate in London, where I'm from, for example, and you don't own the very prime real estate in London, you have lost out because of the geographical changes, the demographic changes, etc. that's happened. So you've lost out there. If you owned prime real estate, you've just about managed to keep up with the amount of debasement that's gone on. Let's look at the stock market. If you had just been investing in index funds, which I was a big fan of, if you'd just been investing in index funds, what's happened is you've managed to just about keep up with inflation. But there's the big lie again. The big lie is that your enemy is inflation. It's not. Your true enemy is debasement. Because inflation numbers are manipulated. Inflation numbers can be different month to month. Inflation numbers can change all the time. I'm talking about debasement. The true enemy is debasement. And whether you have a larger percentage of the overall money supply or not, it's very, very simple. If they print 1,000 extra dollars in a total economy that has already $1,000 in it, and you only go from, say, controlling 10 of those dollars to 11 of those dollars, you might look like you've gotten richer because you now have 11 instead of 10, but the overall money supply expanded from 1,000 to 2,000. So what should have happened in that scenario is you should have increased your wealth from 10 to 20, and that would have maintained your wealth. So why have I decided to give away these programs? Because the world has moved on. If you are in these legacy assets, if you're not using the strategies that we have been teaching in these programs, you're already going backwards. Have you ever been wondering that you own a real estate portfolio and the dollar value of that real estate portfolio keeps going up, but why are you still poor? Why is life still harder? Right? If you've been wondering why you have an index fund portfolio and suddenly things still keep getting harder, why are you struggling when you've been doing the right thing? You've had your gold and silver portfolio sitting there in physical gold because that's what they told you to do, and things are still getting harder. You are still getting poorer because gold can't even break a $2,000 high with any gusto. This is the problem of the world. This is the enemy. The enemy is debasement. And what I've realized is that while my programs, with the knowledge that I had, while they may help you maintain your wealth, while they go above and beyond the core underlying assets, which is the just owning the index funds, because we teach you how to not only own the index funds, but generate a cash flow on top of them, not only own the real estate, but we teach you how to own a diversified portfolio of real estate instantly from a phone, give you complete time freedom, but it also teaches you how to generate a cash flow above and beyond the rental income that you generate on that property. And the gold and silver, not only do you have the returns from gold and silver, the underlying asset, but you also generate your 2% a month cash flow. No, while my programs have done that forever, and they will continue to do that forever, at best, they manage to keep you up to date with debasement. So these programs are incredibly valuable if you want to maintain your wealth and you want to understand how this world that we live in called wealth and financial markets works. However, if you want to truly grow your wealth in the definition that I'm saying, which is the increase in percentage of the overall money supply that you own and control, well, in that scenario, you need to get more volatile. You have to be happy with volatility. So, what have I decided to do? I've decided to give away these programs in a bundled up training program called The Fundamentals. And that's what I'm inviting you to. I want you to click the link in the email that you received, or if you're watching this on YouTube, go into the description and click the first link, and you will gain access to my 3 programs now called The Fundamentals for absolutely free. This is $15,000 of value. These are programs that were being sold. Maybe at one point you realized that you weren't right for the program. Well, now you can get it for free. You can go through every single thing that I've ever taught and based my wealth on. And then once you are ready, once you have enough trust, once you have enough of an understanding of how this works and enough confidence in a potential relationship with us, I want to invite you to watch a very, very important presentation. Once you go through this and you want to watch that important presentation where I break down charts and numbers to show you why every single dollar gain that you've had in this millennium since 2000, every single dollar gain that you've had in real estate, stocks, or gold have all been an illusion and your wealth truly hasn't gone up. I want you to go to the website or send a message to one of my team and they'll send you access to a presentation that breaks this down. This fundamentals program is everything that you need to learn to understand how the markets work, how the financial markets work, everything else. Again, I will reiterate, these programs have been sold for $5,000 a piece. And because my heart no longer aligns with teaching this for a fee, I'm giving them away for free to everyone. I also want you to join the Telegram group, and the link again will be in the description. I want you to join the Telegram group where every single time something happens in the markets, I give you my perspective on that and what actions I'm taking and what actions you should be taking too. I want you to join that Telegram group. I want you to get the fundamentals. I want you to watch it. I want you to consume it and learn everything you can about the markets while understanding that these programs, while they're good at helping you sort of keep up to date with inflation and keep up your wealth with the debasement that's going on, if you really want to know how to grow your wealth faster than debasement, then there's a program I have called Accelerator. It's a group and a community of investors all around the world who are focused on growing their wealth past debasement, past the rate of debasement. I'll give you a quick example. If your wealth increased by 30 to 40% in 2020, between 2020 and 2023, you've gone backwards because the total debasement of the US dollar was more than 50%. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You can use these strategies in the fundamentals to keep up with debasement, but in Accelerator, we really go through what we do in the portfolio that I have that allowed me to 10 to 12x my net worth since 2020 to 2023. So go through the fundamentals, join the Telegram group, get into the Telegram group, take part in the community. These strategies still work. These strategies are very, very important for anyone who's at least at the baseline involved in legacy assets. Get these strategies, go through the program, and then if you are interested in learning how, if you've been invested in stocks, real estate, and gold, all of your dollar gains have just been completely an illusion, then send an email to my team or send a message to us through Telegram, and we'll send you the important presentation that takes you through everything else and how to keep your wealth growing at a faster pace than debasement. Thank you very much for listening to me. Please get access to that program now, and the fundamentals are waiting for you. I hope you enjoy and learn a lot.